Live here at Phillies Winter Caravan. We got Orion Kerkering. I'm Sam Jelinek. And Orion, I got to say, you're back here for one day, the same amount of games that you played with the Pigs. We're happy to have you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, we only got a couple minutes here with you, but so we'll go kind of rapid fire as far as, everybody's already asked you what your off season's been like, the rapid rise through the minors, all that kind of stuff. What was your favorite moment off the field from this past season?
Just be able to spend time with all the teammates and in the off season, through camps and stuff. I think that's probably the best, and just kind of get closer to the guys in the draft class and between each new level, meet new faces. I think that's probably the best part off the field experience.
And you say getting close with the guys. You literally got close with the entire organization.
Yeah.
Did it kind of feel like when you got to the major league level that you had the full backing of everybody behind you?
For sure, yeah. Just feel different levels and how much they trusted you, and all the guys were really supportive. No one was on you of oh, I hope you do bad. It was always I hope you do great. I hope you kill it. Everyone's always texting me between each level. It was you did a really good job. Just keep going with it. So it's just awesome experience.
And we were talking a little bit about kind of you went from obviously single A down at low A in Clearwater, where I don't know where you're living down there, but some guys can live at the complex and just walk over to the field, to the major league level where all of a sudden you're flying on a charter. What was that first experience like where it kind of gobsmacked you that you're oh man, this is different?
I think for sure between walking through the locker room the first day and right to your left is Harper's locker and JT's right to the right. So I think that was the first experience where it's wow, this is surreal kind of moment.
And you were telling me you had to kind of go through the process of, you become a major leaguer through talent and hard work, but then you also kind of need to figure out the off-the-field major league stuff, like getting a major league wardrobe.
For sure, yeah.
Trying to do that on the fly. How did you learn, okay, what are the other things I got to do to kind of be a major leaguer here?
Just kind of talking with some of the guys, the little small stuff no one thinks about, like Stubby, just asking him, hey, what do we got to do for this, what do we got to do for that, and just kind of picking other guys' heads, okay, what's the off-field stuff? So I don't doing, not mess anything up, but the little cues of okay, it's I look more professional, kind of do stuff like that. So
I know it's typically the youngest guy in the bullpen is tasked with carrying the bullpen bag out, and for some teams they'll do a Dora the Explorer bag or anything.
Yeah.
Did you have something like that, or is it more casual?
It was more casual. It was just more of the regular stuff and just helping me out. So I was totally fine because I knew ahead of time that's how it usually went. So I was totally fine. And even for next year coming in, I was I'm more than happy to do it. And
I know the Sixers do this as kind of a quote-unquote rookie hazing thing. That it's the rookie's job to get the food for the road trip. For when you're getting on the bus or the plane to make sure everybody has what they need or what they want. Did you have to do anything like that?
Nothing too crazy. Just making sure all the guys have their beverages ready to go on the flight, but that's really about it.
Who had the, I guess, craziest beverage order?
No one really. Everyone was about the same. No one had anything super crazy. Just what everyone else would drink, so nothing too bad.
And, what everybody talked about when you were rising through the minors is obviously your slider. And the fact that it's kind of a pitch that nobody's seen quite like it before, and it led you all the way up to the major leagues. When was the first time that you threw this iteration of the slider and you were this is it?
Especially how hard it's been and the movement it's been just this recent year and kind of these last couple of years where it's in college and just be able to work off of it and get better with it. But for sure high school was probably the first learning stuff of okay, this is a true pitch, I can work with it not just in high school but at the next levels.
Do you remember the one time it came out of your hand and you're this is different? Because if I threw something like that, it would kind of spook me. That's witchcraft.
Yeah, that's how it was the first time. It moved so much. Went, I hope I can do that again for a long time. It's just not a mistake.
When did you realize it wasn't a mistake?
High school, during the first couple of bullpens with our pitching coach at the time. He was just why don't you try this grip? And he's sure, okay. And then it happened, and I went, oh, that's awesome.
Well, Orion, we'd love having you back here in the Lehigh Valley, and thanks for coming out, Phillies Winter Caravan.
Absolutely. It's a great time out here.